Hi, I'm Debbie Ponticus, Associate Broker at The Brokery. And if you're considering selling your home, it's important for you to understand what it actually costs to sell your home. In today's episode of Home Health, I'm going to walk you through all the things you should think about and budget for when it comes time to list your home for sale. I've created a simple guideline for my clients called The Cost of Selling a Home, which I'll be walking you through today, but be sure you watch to the end and learn how you can get a copy for yourself. First thing a homeowner should budget for are the out-of-pocket costs associated with preparing your home for sale. You want to make sure your home is in tip-top shape if you're looking to maximize your profits. So start by budgeting for normal wear and tear maintenance items like fixing those leaky faucets, replacing air filters and light bulbs, and I also recommend having your key mechanical systems inspected and serviced, like your heating and cooling systems and your pool equipment. When is the last time you were up on your roof to check out for missing tiles or shingles? You also want your home to give a great first impression cosmetically. So maybe it's time to shampoo those carpets or possibly even replace them. In addition, you may consider a fresh coat of paint, both on the interior and exterior of your home, and considering having your landscaper come and clean up all your front and backyard landscaping. It's important to come up with a budget of what you can afford to put towards preparing your home to sell, and work with your realtor to determine where it makes the most sense to use that money to maximize your profits. Now, let's move into closing costs. As a seller, you're responsible for these once your home goes under contract. These fees will show up on what's called a settlement statement and will be deducted from your net proceeds at the time of closing. The required fees a seller is responsible to pay include things like property taxes due, an owner's title insurance policy that's required to clear title, the seller's half of title and escrow processing fees, and any fees associated with using a courier, signing fees, and government recording fees. Finally, a seller is responsible for paying any agreed upon realtor commissions. There are additional fees that you may or may not incur as the seller. These include things such as HOA fees. Is your home located in a homeowners association? If the answer is yes, then in the state of Arizona, you will be required to pay the HOA disclosure fees. And depending on what is negotiated in the purchase contract, you may also be responsible for unpaid community assessments, transfer fees, and capital improvement fees. Other fees that may be negotiated in the purchase contract include purchasing a buyer's home warranty and possible seller credits or concessions offered to the buyer. Another out-of-pocket expense not listed on the settlement statement that you may incur prior to closing would be related to any repairs or maintenance items you agreed to complete per the contract prior to closing. All in all, I typically suggest that sellers budget anywhere between 7 and 8% of the sale price for standard transaction fees, which will include realtor commissions and potential repair costs. Additionally, don't forget to budget for your move. Prior to listing your house, be sure to reach out to a moving company and get an estimate of what it'll cost you to either move or store your belongings when it comes time to move. Each transaction is different. And while this overview may not be all-inclusive of every cost associated with selling your home, I hope it at least gives you a great starting place so you have a better understanding of the costs associated with selling your home. If you would like a copy of these guidelines, shoot me an email at debbie@thebrokery.com. And if you or anyone you know have further questions about buying and selling homes, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for joining me today on this episode of Home Health.